Hey, this is BJ. Thanks for listening to our show's podcast. If you're a fan of all things geeky, you should check out my other podcast, BJ Shea's Geek Nation. We have new episodes every day, and you can check it out at bjgeeknation.com.
Your home is going into foreclosure and you feel like a financial wreck. You don't know where to turn for accurate information. I'm bankruptcy attorney Travis Gagne. Let's talk about some legal options. If we work quickly, we can propose a plan to save your home, modify the loan, or in many cases even eliminate your second mortgage. The consultation is free. I've helped hundreds of people just like you make informed decisions about whether to save their home or exit it on a reasonable, organized timeline. The chapter you choose sets the tone for the next chapter of your life. Please contact me today at choosetherightchapter.com. That's choosetherightchapter.com.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle. And he's back from the world tour.
Oh, yes. Yeah. It's more of a Canadian tour, BJ.
All right, fair enough.
Where we played 3 shows in the exact same club each night.
Nice.
In Vancouver, but it was awesome.
Yeah. Well, you know what? Look, I mean, we're going to talk a lot about it on the show, but I was so surprised to see that, you know what, man? I mean, of all the times we have been yakking on this show about Nickelback, and then to see your awesome moment, I just couldn't believe it. I was like, of course that's going to happen.
Oh, man. Okay, so this happened on Thursday night, and my band, Bruiser Brody, had an opportunity to play 3 nights with Steel Panther, which was insane, and we'll talk more about, I'm sure, about it later on. But Thursday night, so every once in a while, they'll just bring up people on stage that, you know, other rock stars if they're in town, because everybody loves Steel Panther. It's like, for any rock band, it's an opportunity for them to just kind of go balls out, 80s style metal, and have a good time. So all of a sudden, up on stage, I'm like, you know, drinking and having a good time and doing my thing, and I look out there, I'm like, look at my band, and holy crap, Dane Cook is out there singing Metallica with Steel Panther. And I'm just losing, and I'm like, that is awesome, man. Dude, he's got a good voice. Because I mean, everything was blurry, BJ, at that point.
I can appreciate that.
So then a guy walks out, and I realize it's not Dane Cook, and I'm like, well, who the F was that guy? And they're like, that was Chad Kroeger from Nickelback.
Wow.
Fast forward like maybe 30 minutes later, the show's over. Now we're in like this little area in the back room, and they're having a meet and greet with some people. And then all of a sudden, Chad Kroeger just shows up with a tray of shots for all of us in our band.
That's awesome.
And the Steel Panther guys, and just keeps buying drinks for us. Could not be a nicer guy, man.
Yeah,
I didn't have the heart to tell him that I thought he was Dane Cook. Like, that would be an awkward thing to say.
It was good that you kept that to yourself.
Yeah. But that sums up the week.
Dude, I saw the picture, and I'm like, oh, man, that is so awesome. And, again, I'm happy to hear he's a nice guy. And, you know, when you've got the kind of fame and success and, of course, the bank, I'm sure, that he has, why not be the ambassador of fun?
Dude, I mean, he lives there, so this is Vancouver's his home. So he must know the Steel Panther guys, and they're like, "Hey, come on down!" And he jumps up on stage, just crushes Enter Sandman by Metallica.
That's awesome.
Gets off the stage and just starts drinking with everybody. And he could not be nicer to everyone. I mean, I know everyone has their jokes about Nickelback, but at the end of the day, that dude is as good of a dude as I've ever met in the world of rock music.
And when you consider how much, like, you know, ribbing those guys get, the fact that he is a nice guy, because we've known celebrities and band people who actually are super successful, are really loved by everybody, never get criticized,
right? And
they're not very nice people.
And he's just buying drinks for people, having a good old time.
Yeah, that's awesome.
There's a good pic. I have to find it, but there's a pic of us with Chad. Oh, and there he is, just serving up the shots.
Oh, that's so cool.
And Glenn, it was funny because Glenn went up to him and he's like, why are they making you hold the tray? And Chad's like, because I bought the shots. And then Glenn says, well, still, you shouldn't be holding the tray. And he started laughing. He's like, well, here, drink another one then.
Yeah, that's funny. Oh, man. Well, you know what? Seriously, dude, I mean, that is so cool. Good for you guys.
Oh, it's so much fun, dude. The crowds were great. Vancouver's an awesome place to play music, and you know, the Steel Panther fans, they're just insane. I mean, they're straight up insane. They were wasted before we even took the stage.
Wow, you know, life has got to be good. And we'll talk more about it, your extravaganza, which, again, it was such an awesome opportunity to just the way you guys were discovered by Steel Panther and the opportunity to go open for them was just, to me, an awesome nod for Bruiser Brody.
And then they were like, we want to take you to Europe. And we're like, what the hell is going on? These guys are incredible.
You know what? You got to get Chad to buy more shots. If people want to take you to Europe, it had to be the Chad shots.
We meant to take the show on the road, boys. Let's all go to Europe, opening up for Steel Panther.
I told him, somebody said on social networks ago, you know what, you're going to have to find a new co-host. Steve's becoming a rock and roll star. And I said, what do you mean buying a co-host? We're going on the road with Steve.
Yes.
We can do this show on the road. We'll do it.
Live from Europe.
Yeah, I don't care. Yeah, well, that would be, how cool would that be? You trashed and all the great guests we get to have for every show you play and all this. That would be fantastic.
BJ Miggs and Steel Panther.
Yeah.
Oh my God, that'd be amazing.
Talk to Steel Panther. If they can get us a hotel room, we're in.
All right. Yeah. We could crash with them, I'm sure.
Yeah, what am I doing? What do I be? Are you kidding me? That would be a blast.
Europe sounds fun.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, I think we can find some things to do. Vicky and Joey have been to Europe, so they know what to do.
But not together, and now they'll have that opportunity.
Oh, finally, the true romance will happen. The budding romance.
That's how those rom-coms start, don't
it's
they?
It's so true. It's in Europe.
I don't know how many rom-coms.
How about your microphone?
Oh, yeah. Joe, you got her microphone on? There we go.
Turn them up.
Hello. Hi.
Oh, there she is. Oh, damn it. God, I was hoping that she wouldn't realize that.
I'm like,
we turned it off and we wouldn't have to hear her, but there she is. Hey, it's Vicky, everybody.
Hi,
Vicky.
how's it going?
Yeah.
I don't know how many rom-coms start off with going with a band to Europe and then hitting up the first fetish club.
Okay.
If I'm going to Europe, that's what I'm doing.
All right, fine. Joey is up for that. He'll go anywhere.
Well, we might lose
Joe?
Vicky that week.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm in. Let's do it.
Oh my God, yes, you could be the gimp. It'd be funny because you're so tall.
Wow.
That's a rom-com. Yeah.
You know what? I'm out now.
Yeah.
Yeah, I believe, was it John Hughes? Those were the kind of movies he used to make.
Yeah.
Mommy, how did you and Daddy fall in love? Well,
Yeah.
honey, I took him to a fetish club.
Yeah, he's your gimp. He's your gimp
And
dad.
he was my gimp.
We really didn't know if we were meant for each other until I put that leather mask on his face.
Yeah.
And then I knew.
Then we knew.
Oh, man.
Yeah. Well, lots more conversations, and I'm sure lots of pictures are up there as Steve's band, Bruiser Brody, got to open up for Steel Panther in Vancouver this weekend. And
Later on this morning, around like 8:17, I'll grab. We were able to do a podcast with Styx Zadinia, the drummer of Steel Panther. Obviously, there's a lot of bleeping needed to be done on that.
Well, you'll have that.
But I have a couple funny clips that he's just sharing some insane stories of Steel Panther on the road.
oh, I see that. And you did a podcast. We definitely could do a radio show while you're touring in Europe.
And we did it not sober.
Well, again, we've done that before on this show.
Yeah, shocking.
I can host a show while everybody's trashed. I have those chops.
One of my highlights also was that the Commodore Ballroom, which are some of the greatest people behind the scenes, they realized that we were polishing. On our rider, we had a bottle of Jack, and they realized before our set we would polish it all off. So now, by the third night, they just started putting more bottles of Jack in our dressing room.
Oh, I love
Which I was like, that's so nice and observant of you.
I love these people.
Yes.
Man. All right, we got to do that. Yeah, plus, if you throw a couple of M&Ms in the rider, they're used to that. I'll be happy. Damn. I think we're going to Europe, guys.
Let's go.
Let's do this.
The most ridiculous band tour ever.
Oh, that would be so fun. You lived it. Those guys sound like they're a blast.
They're the nicest dudes in the world, man. They're the coolest guys.
And like you said, every rock star wants to join them. How about that? They're celebrities wherever they go because everybody loves what they do and people want to be a part of it. Who's folks that are in bands.
Yeah, when you have a chance to just jump up on stage and cover a song that you love and you're already, obviously Chad from Nickelback's in a huge band, but he's like, I could go up there and just sing some Metallica. Count me in. And then a drunk guy on the side of the stage thinks I'm Dane Cook. Even better. That's so great. You're like, Dane Cook. And he looks nothing like Dane Cook.
No, not at all.
Not even in the slightest.
No.
Awesome would that be? You're like, hey, Dane Cook. Hey, Daughtry. How's it going?
Yeah. At least Steve looks like Daughtry. I don't know where he gets Dane Cook from Chad. I have no idea.
Might be the hair.
Oh, big questions are coming on via text. Steve, did you guys get the chicken on your rider? Yes.
Oh.
Rotisserie chicken.
You got rotisserie chicken?
Every night we got the chicken.
That is fantastic.
It was so
Steve
awesome.
sent me a picture of the chicken. He was so excited when he actually got it.
That's rock star living, man.
Right?
So cool.
When they actually pay attention to your
Show
rider.
me the chicken. Show me the chicken.
There's the chicken.
Oh, man.
And each night we had a different one.
That is so fun.
And each night when Steel Panther left, we went into their dressing room and took all their food to bring back to the Airbnb.
I saw the picture of that too.
Wow.
Pizzas. They had a way better rider. And they told us it was fine. The first night we thought we were being rebels and we thought we were stealing them and running off because they're gone and they replenish everything the next day.
Oh, yeah.
But then the next day, they're like, you guys realize you don't have to sneak all that stuff out. Just take it. Like, just wearing like a box of pizza in my symbol bag.
That's
like,
awesome.
we're trying to get out
That
of
is
there.
so awesome.
A crap ton of beer. We're putting it in like my duffel bag.
You should have gotten like those Ziploc bags for your rider and be like, what is this for? It's for drugs. No, it's for snacks.
It's pretty much totally for snacks.
Oh, man.
There's a funny picture out there on somewhere, but there's a picture of Jeff Rouse and stealing everything from Steel
Look at that. He's got a giant clear black bag, like a trash bag.
It's a trash bag, BJ, yes.
Oh, man.
Yeah, it's an actual trash bag. Yeah.
That is so cool. That's tough if you're trying to sneak stuff out in a clear trash bag, though. Everybody knows what you're doing.
Don't mind me, everybody.
No, this is just trash. It doesn't look like trash. It looks like everything's intact, sir. Oh, that's great. All right, we got to tell you about this man who's suing his parents. Why? For over $85,000. That's the amount, and it's all because of his porn collection. 85 G's. Steve's got the Mix Report for you. He'll do it for you at 6:17.
BJ and Migs, mornings on The Rock, 99.9 KISW.
99.9 KISW, The Rock of Seattle.
Well informed on the issues of the day? Not this guy. Live from the KISW News Center in downtown Seattle, this is the Migs Report.
Thank you. Well, thank you guys, and thanks to the Snoqualmie Casino for giving us news and sports. And it's a big day.
Yeah.
Happy National Tax Day.
Oh, that's right.
Wah, 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 wah.
Yeah. I'm not going to lie to you. I got my ass handed to me this year.
By Uncle Sam?
By Uncle Sam. This is the first year after all the big changes that were made. So 2018 was the first year that happened. And boy, oh boy, they weren't kidding. I got wrecked.
Well, that's perfect, because today's also National That Sucks Day.
Yeah, it is.
That sucks.
But you know what? You could drown your sorrows with maybe a Big Mac, because it's also National McDonald's Day.
Ooh. Woo! You know what? You know how Todd, our buddy Todd Peach from BECU, always says have an emergency fund? Mm-hmm. It's a good thing I did.
That bad?
Yeah. I
dude.
completely. Well, I was. A lot of it was my fault because I didn't make the adjustments on my deductions and stuff so that I could have, spread it all out. And I do.
Those lap dances you give are tax deductible.
They used to be.
Not anymore?
Not anymore, Steve.
Aww.
Yeah, I know. I mean, that's how I basically was able to really write off a lot.
Yeah, gone are the days where you go and have an expensive dinner and then say, I talked about work for 30 seconds. It should be covered.
Not anymore.
Nope. Well,
no.
Also, be prepared for a lot of robocalls today. They said today's the top day for robocalls because it's tax day.
Of course,
They looked at a bunch of phone calls from the past year, and they said today, the 15th, is when people get the most scam calls.
That makes sense, because I always got people saying the government's going to have to come get you because you didn't do your IRS thing right. And they usually do it like way outside of this time of year.
Damn. So, don't answer the phone today.
Don't do it.
Because today sucks. Let's talk about this guy who's suing his parents. His name, he's only being called Charlie, so I don't know if he's just trying to hide his name because the story is just so ridiculous. But back in October of 2016, he got divorced. He went back with his parents in Michigan. Well, when he moved out of his parents' house in 2017, I guess there was some stuff going on. Cops had to come. It was like a domestic incident. But a few months later, his parents drove there to drop off his stuff, and he noticed that one thing was missing. His massive porn collection.
Okay.
Apparently, he had 12 large boxes of movies, 2 boxes of toys, and he left them at his parents' house.
Okay, really, dude?
So when he confronted them about it, they said that, we destroyed it. He said, for your own mental and emotional health. That's what his dad told him.
Oh, boy.
And he said, I would have done the same if I found a kilo of crack cocaine. Well, Charlie, not very happy about that, so he's suing his parents for $86,000. Apparently, he had about $29,000 worth of porn, is what they're saying.
Wow.
So pain and suffering, I guess.
Yeah, well, exactly. I mean, all that time, he's got nothing to really, yeah.
He says a lot of the movies are rare and valuable.
You know what?
I try to press charges, but I guess prosecutors are like, we're not doing that.
Yeah, sorry,
dumbass.
buddy. Yeah, I mean, wow. $29,000 worth of porn and toys. What kind of toys do you have that you...
Vicky?
Do you really want to ask those questions?
I mean,
it's more of an off-air conversation.
I know what Vicky would do, but guys have that many toys?
Think of the big one that you can buy.
The doll?
Yeah, like a big fancy Robo-Doll.
Robo-Doll.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can get the customizable one.
Yeah, I'd be ticked off if you got rid of my Robo-Doll.
Well, you think that's the strangest story, but I cannot stop laughing just reading the story. It is like the most Florida story, and it did not happen in Florida. It happened in Wisconsin. A woman who's 46 and her 25-year-old son, they're under arrest after causing a scene at Walmart. And apparently their dog was in the action as well. Their dog's name is Bo. I guess
Bo.
they brought Bo into the store without a leash. So Bo was running around the store, so customers called the cops. Apparently, Bo got into a box of Jiffy cornbread mix and then tried to leave the store. You know, Bo doesn't understand he has to buy these things. He's a dog after all.
Well, he doesn't know.
Well, then the cops show up. The mom is now outside the store doing karate moves in the parking lot.
Oh, yes.
The son took off all of his clothes.
Woo!
He's still in the Walmart.
It's a party.
And he's exposing himself to other customers.
Whoa, this is a party.
While that's going on, mom is put in the back of a cop car, to which she then kicks out the cop car window.
Oh, karate moves.
While she's in the back seat. Yes, she's got the kicks after all. The son is still in there naked, but now he's trying to put clothes on, but he's putting on clothes that's on the rack. So he's, in a roundabout way, stealing clothes. Well, not in a roundabout way. He's just genuinely stealing clothes.
He's trying them on.
He then tries to run over the cops in a motorized scooter.
Okay.
They're able to stop the scooter and arrest him. He's arrested. She's arrested. Bo, the dog, left off. He was let off.
So Bo is like the most reasonable of the family.
Yes.
Yeah.
The aristocrats.
Yeah.
The dog is like, yo, I'm not the one that should be on a leash. The son and the mom are the ones that should be on a leash.
Yeah, we should need. Maybe hey, talk to Bo and go next time you come to the store. Can you put your owners on a leash, please, Bo?
That would be the greatest day at Walmart ever. Mom's doing karate kicks outside. The son's naked inside. The dog's eating cornbread.
That would be yeah. See, I don't ever get to see that when I go to a store. That would have been a treat.
And I love the headline of this story. It says, "Woman does karate, son gets naked, dog steals cornbread at Walmart."
Yeah, that's a party.
You know, it's also a party. Tiger Woods, big party for him yesterday. He won the Masters.
Yeah.
First major tournament since he won the U.S. Open back in 2008, almost 11 years ago. It's his 15th major title, all that kind of stuff, and a lot of people very happy for Tiger.
It's been quite a decade of him having to try to get on the comeback trail. That's got to give him credit, man. I think I would have quit. You know, seriously, like having to get myself back in shape for 10 years. I got to work at it till I can win something.
You know, I also had a good weekend. Chris Davis of the Baltimore Orioles finally had a hit.
Yeah.
He went 54 straight at-bats without a hit, which was a record stretching back to last September.
Damn.
I don't know the record, but that's a lot. Oh, yeah, record-setting, 54.
Yeah.
Well, anyways, he finally got a hit, of course, against your team, the Boston Red Sox.
Of course he did.
Awesome.
Yeah. What else?
He went 3 for 5 that day.
Yeah, he did.
So he kind of woke up.
Go Sox.
Mariners swept by the damn Astros. Lost yesterday 3-2.
Wow.
Astros are hot. They're 9-1 right now. They're just right behind the Mariners for first place. Mariners are still in first place, of course.
Yeah, they are the hottest team in baseball right now, the Mariners. Oh, them and the Tampa Bay Rays. I tell you, this is
Tonight, Mariners taking on the Indians, and that's at 7 o'clock.
We can do this again.
Congrats to the Sounders. They beat Toronto 3-2 over the weekend.
Nice.
As far as weather, 57 degrees and cloudy. And thank you, Oregon State University. And also, like one texter says, today is also Russell Wilson Day. It's the big deadline. Remember, he said.
Oh, he did say that. For tax time, he wanted to make sure he had a new contract so he could work it out and get his taxes done.
Go Hawks.
It is so bizarre he picked tax day. Like, of all the days to say, you need to get this done, it's like, well, geez, they probably got to worry about their taxes and stuff. Couldn't you pick a different day, Russell?
Wait, who's got to worry about their taxes?
Well, the Seahawks have to pay taxes like everybody else.
Yeah, but they probably have accountants. I don't know if they're really doing too much with it.
But, I mean, the accountants probably have to be in charge of, like, making sure they know how much money they got to pay Russell, right?
And if they're really waiting till the 15th, what kind of organization are you?
Oh, man, you know how businesses are. They wait till the very last moment. They're probably tremendous. Yeah, they're probably going to get an extension. That's what all the big companies do.
When did you get yours done by?
When did I get it done by?
Yeah.
I put it in March, like at the beginning of March. I mean, but I know they don't get them done till when they want to, but at least I make sure my stuff is in.
Right, yeah.
Because I got a guy that does it, because I don't want to do any of that.
Are you guys like me when you start realizing, like, oh, I should get it done before it gets too crazy, and it's like, February or I'm like, all right, March, I'm getting it done, and the next thing I know, it's April, and I'm like, son of a bitch, I need to get it done before the 15th.
Yeah, I started it literally when I got my W-2. And I started it.
All right.
Finish.
When did you get it done?
She hasn't got it
this
done.
afternoon.
Oh, you're going in this afternoon?
Yeah.
Jeez, dude.
I do it online.
Yeah.
Oh, I do it myself.
What?
Because I keep forgetting, and because the stupid program glitched.
Yeah.
It wasn't letting me put anything I
blame
wanted
it on
in.
the program.
I have pictures and videos to prove that the program.
So what's going to make the program work
Big
today?
Bone too?
Well, then I realized that anything that I'm putting in, it was the part where you put your deductions in. I'm like, I don't really think it's going to affect anything I try to deduct anyways.
Here we go.
So what's the point of putting my deductions in?
Yeah, good job.
Well, good luck to you.
Yeah.
Somebody says, I Russell picked today because it's the first day of optional team training activities, and you wanted to add that contract settle before practice starts.
Oh, practice.
That's right.
Who needs practice?
It was tremendous.
Yeah.
I wonder what's going to happen.
Yeah.
Do you think, though, I mean, let's just say it's like May 1st, and all of a sudden the team's like, here's what we want to give you. We're backing up the truck. We're going to make you the richest quarterback in NFL history. You really think that they're going to be like, no, we told you had until the 15th?
Yeah, that's it. We're done. Yeah.
I mean, it seems like just a stupid power move.
I don't know. I don't understand because he's usually, he's got a year left, right?
Yeah.
He's got 1 year left. And so, I mean, I know this is what NFL players have to do. It's different than other, like baseball, but I still get it. It leaves a bad taste in my mouth. Like, look, you made a deal. Why do we, come in and do everything you're supposed to do for the last year of your deal?
Well, I think he's going to. He didn't say he's not going to play. He just said that if we're not going to make this contract happen before the 15th, I don't want to talk about it until the season's done.
Oh, I see. So in other words, like either we do it now or we don't do it till the end of the year.
Yeah.
Oh, I misunderstood that. Well, that's fair.
Yeah, but I mean, you think he's going to say no if they all of a sudden offer him a crap ton of money before the season starts? It's not on April 15th.
I'm a man of my word, Steve. I said no.
Shut up.
I'm not going to talk to you about it.
No, I know you want to make me the richest quarterback in the world.
Not going to do it.
But I told you had till the 15th.
The 15th.
Today is April 17th.
Yeah, I'll take a quarter of that just to show you who's boss.
You had your chance.
That's right. I'm going to go play for the Browns. I'll show you. And I'm going to pay them to play. I'll show you. You said the 15th.
One person says, according to Peter King, Russell said if he doesn't get the deal by tonight, he is not signing with Seattle ever again.
Ever. Peter King says this?
Yeah.
Where does Peter get this info?
Probably from Russell.
I didn't know they were that close.
It was tremendous.
Oh, yeah, they text all the time.
I didn't know they text all the time. Wow.
Ever again.
Well, then we got to talk to Peter and go, look, Peter, if you're that close, we got some Girl Scout cookies. We got to make this happen. We can't have him not ever be ever again.
Well, I don't know if Peter King's doing the negotiating.
Yeah, but if he's that close to Russell and he's texting, a box of Girl Scout cookies can go a long way. If Peter goes over to the house and goes, hey, Russell, look, I know the 15th was a thing for you, but look, I got some Samoas, not those crappy tag-alongs that Steve likes.
We need to stop with that.
Oh, yeah? All right. As, of course, you reported earlier, there was that dude that's pissed off about the porn, $85,000 that he's just suing his family over. And the family, of course, got rid of it because they believe he's got an addiction problem. Like the father even said if it was, drugs or something?
He said if it was a kilo of coke, I would have done the same thing.
Yeah, he would have destroyed it. Well, if you do believe that porn addiction is a thing, there is software that's available to help you beat that porn addiction.
It's funny, it's software, not hardware.
Oh, yeah.
It's funny that they're trying to beat the addiction.
Oh, that's...
I'm twofer.
I missed both of those. Good for you guys.
Oh, it's Monday.
Yeah. So how about this? There's this software that kind of uses the buddy system. It sends a report of your behavior to someone of your choosing. Oh, how embarrassing is that?
No, this is the best trolling item ever.
What is it? What do you?
I'm gonna sign Steve up just so he knows every time I watch porn.
No.
Hey, Steve! Ding, 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 ding.
Okay.
Wow, Rev's into that.
All right. No, I'm making this official. Do not make me your beat buddy. I am not. No, I'm not gonna
Even better than Steve.
Yeah. No.
Spank friends.
No, don't make me your spank friend. So the software is called Covenant Eyes, and I have to admit that they have a pretty funny ad when it comes to this whole situation involving superhero theme.
Every superhero has some strengths and weaknesses.
Colossal man.
Superpower? Strength. My weakness? Porn. Bet you didn't see that one coming. Covenant Eyes is software for all your devices that actually helps you quit porn. Here's how it works. Covenant Eyes can detect when porn is viewed. After you've struggled, Covenant Eyes creates a report of your activity. Then it sends that report to an ally of your choosing. And this connection to a friend takes you out of isolation and gives you the hope and encouragement you need to win the next battle.
Wait. After you've struggled?
Yeah.
Like, is that a euphemism?
Maybe.
I'm totally down to be any of yours buddies.
I don't want to be.
I think that'd be. I don't know, man. This sounds like a bad idea.
Yeah, it sounds like a really bad idea.
I'm not going to be anybody's beat buddy. I don't want to know that you've just basically watched porn, and I don't need to know that about you.
I mean,
kids.
Rev and I text each other all the time when we go number 2. So
Yeah.
Okay.
I feel like this is just the next step.
I don't want to know that either.
We're family. This is what they do, right?
No, it's not what they do. Not my family.
I don't know.
Could you imagine though that's something? Hey, BJ, man, I'm having a tough time with this whole porn thing.
Yeah.
Would you mind being a part of my program?
Yeah.
That whenever I decide to crank it, it lets you know what I'm watching. Seriously.
Yeah, I
have some good friends.
No.
I don't know if I could ever go down that road.
I do not know.
Those are the best friends right there at that
they're
point.
not.
See, I wouldn't.
Dakota said I'd like BJ to be my beat buddy.
Yeah.
You should. You beat him down so much that the least you could let him do is let you know when he's beating it down.
Okay, that's great.
That's a whole new...
I already have kids, Dakota. Thank you.
Right, a new idea for just beat Migs there.
Oh, yeah.
I'd never do it because, I wouldn't want to convince my friends to stop looking at porn or stop doing their thing, if you will.
But what if they have a problem and they need your help?
How bad is this problem, first off? How bad does it have to be?
To the point where you're willing to sue your parents for $85,000 because they threw away your porn?
I mean, look at Tiger Woods. It's been 11 years since the guy won the Masters. I'm just saying, that's the thing. He had that much of a problem. Some people, I don't see it, but and psychologists are going back and forth about whether it's really a thing or not, an addiction. But either way, some people, if they want their lives to be better, it does. Some people really don't like porn.
We have a text. Actually, there's such a thing as porn addiction. It ended my relationship of 7 years because my child's father would not stop doing that to himself constantly. He had to wake up in the morning and he would go straight to the porn. He'd be late to work because he was on the porn. Yes, that's an addiction.
It's surely a problem when you can't function, whatever you got going on.
Do you tell your boss that's the reason why you're late?
Because of my addiction.
I just can't beat traffic, but you know what I can beat, boss?
Wow.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I just worry that a lot of people that, want to do it from time to time, which is totally natural, totally cool, are going to have overbearing spouses saying, you can't do it at all. That's cheating.
See,
that's what I worry about with something like this.
It's a tough thing, Vicky, because, look, some people don't think that you should be able to drink, and then there are people, of course, who they can drink with no problem, and then there is alcoholism. So that's why I don't, people are having a hard time understanding this because of the fact that you can have a mental addiction. Like you can just have no willpower and you can train yourself or whatever, get into bad habits. Whereas with alcoholism, there is a physical situation that goes on where your body needs it or you can't even survive. Right. You can't even be right. I just don't know where porn addiction fits in with all this, but it's obviously a problem for some people.
Well, yeah, it's a willpower thing that maybe some people aren't able to. I could easily have a drink, no problem, and not go down some dark road, whereas some people in my life, I know that they can't even do that one drink because they know that it's going to lead to. So I would imagine it's the same thing with porn for some people. For us, maybe, or for somebody, it's like, yeah, I could watch porn maybe once a month and it's not going to affect me at all. And then there's the guy who's late to work or has to wake up first thing in the morning and get cranking. Like,
yeah. But then if you're a functioning pornaholic where you can get cranking but still get to work.
Functioning pornaholic.
That's what it is.
But if it's affecting your relationship, then there's a problem.
Yeah,
absolutely.
Well, exactly. If you're
not having sex with your significant other, you're turning him or her down because the stuff on your computer is what you're doing more than, you know what I mean?
And we have that. Look, it's like that with food with people. There are some people where food is a massive problem, and with other people, it's not. And so. What are you going to do in life?
What are you going to do in life?
But I just don't want to be anybody's beat buddy. That is the moral of this story. I'm not going to be your beat buddy.
I don't know what this is about. Speaking of porn, did you see Sarah's Instagram story from the weekend? We just got texted.
I refused to see her Instagram story because I was told what it was about.
Who told you?
She did. She was very proud of it. She was very proud of her Instagram story. It's oi. Yeah, it's
yeah, because even Danny said she posted videos of her friend's butts and boobs on her Instagram story over the weekend. Very uncensored. She cursed a lot. Very interesting. LOL. Your old boy Danny V is diming you out.
Yeah,
and he's not even here today, and he emailed me this.
Yeah. Thanks, Danny V. I was in Vegas over the weekend. And, my friends and I were all having some drinks, and I've never done an Instagram story. So we decided.
I won't let BJ see it, but I'll.
Okay. My first one. Oh, see, it's all deleted now because it's only 24 hours.
Oh.
That's just my goodbye, Vegas. What happens in Vegas goes on Instagram.
Oh, so it's gone.
Oh, it's 20. It's only 24 hours. Oh,
good
yeah.
for you. I'm very proud of you.
It's like
because-
Snapchat, unless people can save it.
Very proud that if you're going to put porn up on there, that you're only doing it for 24 hours.
Exactly.
Well, they were like, you might as well have your first Instagram story in Vegas, right? So then it just kind of turns into like a lot of boobs and a lot of booty. But don't worry, it wasn't any of mine. I was just the director and the filmer.
That I'm happy
Were they
about.
naked?
Yeah, kind of. The bride, because I was down there for a bachelorette party, the bride is a little raunchy. So as the days went on and the more drinks started flowing, then the more naked they got. It was great. I've never had so many people like DM me. It was insane. I was like, wow.
Yeah, I'd imagine you had some interesting DMs.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. And they loved it. They were feeling themselves. They were feeling it. But don't worry, it wasn't any of me. I'm classy. I just support it, and I support the friends.
Yeah. Don't forget you have a job.
Someone even said her Instagram was borderline gonna get her booted off of Instagram.
I honestly didn't even think about that until yesterday when I was probably sobered up on the plane. I was like, yeah, is Instagram cool with nudity? I know Twitter is.
Yeah.
Twitter's fine with it. That's the only one.
Yeah, Instagram's not so cool with it.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I'm glad I didn't get flagged. But now it's not there anymore. So,
Steve, this was scarring.
Wait, yeah, that's right. Joe, did you see these?
Yeah, I saw it, Steve. That I did.
it wasn't me though. It's not like you saw your sister.
No, but she prefaces it with a black screen that says first Instagram post from Las Vegas. Are you ready? So in my head, I'm like, I don't know. Should I stay on this?
As your brother, that should have been your sign to not continue.
See, I warned people. All right, here we go.
But that also sounds like, oh my God, we're here for the party. It's going to get crazy. Not, oh my God, boobs and butt.
It's
awesome. But
it was a party.
I need to pay attention to people's Instagram stories more. I never bother even looking at those.
Well, and the first story was just like they were all clothed. They were all just kind of like, hey, here's the buffet of ladies. And then it proceeded to get a little more crazy.
Lovely.
With strangers and stuff, too.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, it was a great time. It was a great time.
Well, Vegas, everybody.
I know. What else would you expect, right?
Thank God. Thank God.
Right?
Thank God it deletes itself, Sarah.
I'm just picturing
hours.
when I went to Vegas with BJ, the most we did was sit around a hotel and play board games.
Y'all are doing it wrong.
No, we were doing it right. That's as far as I'm concerned.
No, when it comes to Vegas, you all were doing it.
Yeah.
You know what? It doesn't matter where I am. That's the most excitement I'm going to have in my life.
I didn't get home till 8 a.m. yesterday, and we had to check out of the hotel at 10 a.m. That's how you do Vegas. I know I'm struggling. Do you hear me too? I think I screamed a lot too.
Yeah,
Something.
you did. Yeah. You and Vicky are not that far away in age, and yet Vicky looked at you like an old lady, like, oh, no, you can't stay up that late.
I mean, you can. It just sounds awful.
She appreciated the boobs and booty, right?
I mean, I didn't get to see that. I just saw the one with all your butts at the pool.
Oh, yeah. That was classy.
I follow the bride.
That was classy.
That was a classy pic.
Yeah, that one's
classy
still
for
up
ratchet
there.
girls.
Yeah. Your mother showed me that one. And I said to I'm like, why would I want to see this picture, honey?
It's cute.
Your
We
butt does look really good, though.
Thank you. I was
Okay,
arching a lot. We all have our little Star Wars shirts on because she's getting married May the 4th.
That's cool.
So we were like a little nerdy,
I grew
a
up
little
with all
slutty.
these girls. They were all like little girls when I knew them. I don't need to see them at the butt pool shot.
Good thing you didn't watch my story then.
Gosh, right. It wasn't thongs, though. It was just regular
thanks,
bikini
Steve.
bottoms.
Again,
See, you approve of that, right?
100%.
you understand, as a man, you don't mind seeing attractive women as long as they didn't grow up as little kids around you, because it just is weird.
Yeah, I don't know. They look bomb now.
That doesn't matter. I remember them when they were little kids.
Well, that's why I warned you. Don't watch my story.
I didn't watch your story, but the butt pool shot didn't have to be. And your mother, I was mad at her. I go, why do you show me these things? I don't need to see these things.
I know you mentioned that in front of Johnny Rubbers, my boyfriend, and he was like, what did you post on your Instagram? Because he has no social media at all.
Good for you.
I know. Well, I offered if he wanted to see my stories or not. He was like, no. But I showed him my picture, and he was like, oh, yeah, that's fine. That looks good.
Well, Lakewood Larry says, don't worry, Sarah. Nobody screenshotted the story pics. Waka waka.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
And there were none of you in this Insta story thing.
No, people were asking for it. But
Good. Don't give no.
Oh, were they?
You give nothing. You have a job. You can't. The company will not know. Don't.
I was just the director. I was a great director.
Oh, all right. On Friday, Steve did get this one right.
Snapping box and sea are all types of what reptile?
Snapping turtle.
Yes.
Good job, buddy.
Thank you.
Yeah. That's my impression. I hope you like it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. Okay. You want a shot at beating Steve? Yeah, maybe we shouldn't be playing the Turtles after that story.
Oh, dear.
206-421 Rock. We're going to play Beat Miggs at 647.
Today's podcast was brought to you by Travis Gagne, bankruptcy attorney. He's here right now and has agreed to answer more of your questions about bankruptcy. How do I know if bankruptcy is going to provide me with relief? What are the steps for my situation?
There's so much information out there about bankruptcy with the internet and what people have heard from friends and other people that they've talked to about their financial issues or bankruptcy. There's also a lot of bad information out there or urban legends about bankruptcy. In order to determine whether bankruptcy makes sense for you, you need to talk to an attorney that's experienced in bankruptcy. So in order to determine whether bankruptcy makes sense for you, you should talk to an experienced bankruptcy attorney. And my job is not to convince you to file bankruptcy. My job is to help you to make that decision and have all the facts so that you can make an informed decision about whether bankruptcy makes sense for you, what benefits it's going to have for you, and what the downside of filing bankruptcy is.
Thanks, Travis. If you have more questions about bankruptcy, you can reach out to Travis anytime at choosetherightchapter.com.
Keeping up with the flood of news every single day can be quite stressful. There is climate change happening. There's the pandemic, labor movements, Nicki Minaj's cousin's friend. Hi, I am Gideon Resnick, host of Crooked Media's What a Day. Each week, Travelle Anderson, Priyanka Arabindi, Josie Duffy Rice, and I are going to break down the biggest news stories of the day in a way that hopefully doesn't always make you want to cry. New episodes of What a Day drop every weekday at 5 a.m. Eastern. Listen on Odyssey, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your podcasts.